Hello everyone, welcome to Ace Combat 7. I'm Drunken Dan.
Wow, we're not playing Super Robot Wars T. What crazy, screwed up reality is this?
It was time to leave that game.
I mean, it's also kind of interesting because this is the first time since Dragon Ball FighterZ that we are arguably playing to the YouTube algorithm gods.
Sort of, yeah.
Because jets are relevant in a weird turn of events because I was called Ace Combat Maverick because Top Gun Maverick comes out. So I don't know when this episode.
Oops.
I don't know when this
Shit,
episode
I
goes
did it
out,
again.
It used to be like.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna leave in the recording. I accidentally hit continue again. None of this is happening, guys. Ignore all of this.
This is the cursed recording session.
All right, free mission. Normal.
Heard of the worst timeline. This is the cursed timeline.
The blurst timeline.
It's actually really annoying Sobo's not here because I wanted to ask what he thought about the whole Star Trek thing.
Yeah, and I don't really Star Trek, so.
And I've not even. The problem is I've not even seen it. I only have secondhand information. So I was hoping I'd combine it with his secondhand information, and we'd have fourth-hand information, and isn't that just absolutely fun?
Fair.
But yeah, jets are relevant because I was called it again Ace Combat Maverick because Top Gun Maverick comes out a week tomorrow for us. So fuck knows when this episode actually goes out. Probably in August. Let's be honest.
December.
So by this point, Top Gun Maverick has already come out and taken the nation by storm, or horribly flopped. I don't know.
I don't know. By the way, no, I do not have the Maverick DLC.
No one does. It got deleted. Like,
oh, it
I don't
did?
know about that. Yeah, it's been like unlisted.
Huh? Really? That quick?
Very weirdly, just kind of vanished into the ether. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't know. It's still like when you load up the game on Steam, like when you go in the library, it's like one of the big things, like available now, Maverick skin.
Oh, maybe it's been re-added. Huh. I guess it has been re-added.
Oh, you know what? It is gonna miss some of the cutscenes, mainly the stuff by Trash Queen, because it didn't play that cutscene.
Yeah, we're gonna talk over her anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I guess so because I remember reading a thing of it just mysteriously getting unlisted and all the the announcements and stuff for it went away, and me and my friend who is big into jets or big into sort of Top Gun and Ace Combat 7 specifically were wondering about it, and we even we even wondered, oh, maybe they're trying to hide spoilers for Maverick, and well, I don't know anything about it, except I know that they apparently are very careful to not say who the bad guys are. They just say a rogue nation, which I mean, I think it's kind of funny that you could definitely get away with saying, man, those fucking Russians again. But obviously the film's been delayed for a year and a half. So obviously when they first wrote it or first made it, they had no idea Russia was going to lose its collective mind.
I mean,
again.
Same thing with Advanced Wars got fucked with that, where it's delayed indefinitely because of the war. That's what Nintendo decided to do. So,
well,
Lord knows when I'll see that game.
I mean, if you wait for a time when there is no war, good fucking luck, mate.
Yeah, I know. Alright, let's see. Ah, yes, this is the skin I want to use. Can you guess?
What jet? Is it one of those ones that's modded to have the princess as scantily clad on the wings?
I don't have those. Well, I don't even have any mods, period.
Oh, I don't know then.
Like,
why would I know what your preferred fucking Ace Combat skin is?
I'm an old man. What do you think I'm gonna do?
You doing the air combat skin?
Yes.
I don't even know what plane you're using.
I was gonna do the 22, and I was like, that's kind of cheating for the first level, so I'm going down the other jets.
I guess it depends on what difficulty you're playing on.
Normal difficulty.
Yeah, then I think any jet's fine. Game's not super hard, except at expert difficulty.
And let's
And
just
even
be
then-
comical and blow them up with the 22. It'd be funny.
And then even then, like when you're talking about the difficulty curve on higher difficulties for this, it's mostly just the fucking endless missiles that you're being bombarded with. Missile alert! Missile alert! Missile alert!
Missile.
So yeah, weirdly,
Missile.
so yeah, weirdly, we're star warning,
Missile.
and then dog.jpg in there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, that's one thing that's going to be unfortunate. We might not see the dog.jpg.
I think we might. We'll see. Worst case scenario, after this we can like actually go and just straight up replay the story.
Yeah,
And get
because I
back to
feel
that
like I
point.
feel like that's important. Like we can miss a cutscene of Trash Queen, but we can't miss the dog. Wait, hold on, I swear to God, I hit start mission like twice now. Leave. Oh wait, sortie. That's what I'm being stupid. I kept hitting leave hangers to the sortie like a dum dum.
Mission's complete. Stand by at the front.
This cording
Thank
is
God
cursed.
you're not. Thank God you're not in the fucking army, man.
I don't know. I think I do pretty well in the Marines.
I don't know. You feel like the kind of I've ever talked.
I
About
don't
the
think you know
Vikings
about
attack-
I don't think you know about American Marine jokes.
Main squadron, head to run.
No.
They like crayons. We'll just say that.
Hurry,
Oh.
main squadron.
Well, in a book by famous author Terry Pratchett, he had a character called Detritus who wasn't allowed to salute because when he saluted, he'd knock himself out. And that's you. That's kind of how I feel about you in the army. Like
You know,
Forrest
I
Gump,
actually
but
think
some...
I gotta lower the volume even more because I was listening to that and I'm like, ooh, that's kind of loud. There we go. Professionalism.
It's the
This is Mage 2.
cursed recording session, everyone.
Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation
It's fine because this is the recording that gets left in, and then when we have a good recording,
Hey,
Dan deletes it.
that hasn't happened in a long time now, fuck boy.
I mean, maybe it has, and the audience just doesn't know.
No, you know for a
How
fact,
could
you
they
fuck whistle.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Time to stop the bullshit.
Maybe in the regular timeline, but this is the cursed timeline.
Blurs.
Up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem's core.
Now we live in a multiverse of madness or whatever.
Going for understood.
I don't know.
Everyone's
I don't
like,
watch
"Man."
MCU anymore.
This is the
Everyone's. I just love that everyone's kind of going ham on this like whole multiverse thing. It's like, guys, this existed for like 50 fucking years. What was the first What If? When was Ultimate?
Well, I blew up one already. That was quick.
That's what it means.
I decided just to machine gun it.
Yeah, machine gunning the first enemy's pretty viable as a attack. I mean, there's nothing really in this first mission. This first mission is literally just a tutorial, so
Oh yeah, like they were like, switch
Well.
your radar, and I'm like, I already know where they are.
I've already blown everything up, thank you.
I've done this before. I wonder how Taurus is doing. I
He's
just
under
wonder
the
what
sea.
Taurus is up to.
He's under the sea.
Down where it's
As they
better.
it's always better.
Take it from me.
Each little clam here knows how to jam here. God, that is going to base. God, we've said that, and now we're going to have to remember that bit for when we actually get there at the end of the game.
Don't worry, we'll forget.
Yeah, you're a good point.
For the audience, Torres will be the last thing we do in the game. We'll do the DLC last. But if you think I was gonna skip the DLC when Torres exists, you're a fucking silly, silly Billy. Torres is the best thing. He's the best Metal Gear villain.
Man, oh right, because we didn't record last week. We didn't actually talk about the other shit that's sort of happened. Like Avatar 2 exists, and I'm like, could this just not exist though? That is a viable alternative to it existing.
Don't worry, it'll just be the same plot as last time.
I mean, it didn't have a plot. It had a plot the first time.
Yeah, they copy and pasted Fern Gully.
Mm,
Or was it Dancing with Wolves?
it's
Or
one
was
of
it-
the two? It's a lot of things. I even described this to someone that Avatar was basically like how Birth by Sleep was to Kingdom Hearts, in so much that you could just sort of tell that the author, that the writer was like, "Oh, I just watched this and I'm going to do that this today."
I mean, that's Nomura anytime he does anything.
Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Yeah, and it's James Cameron now.
I love how so few.
And you can
peop-
say that.
Oh yeah, no, it is him. But I love how so few of Nomura's fans seem to understand that, and whenever people point it out, they get fucking pissed.
This is HQ.
I mean-
Attention all combat groups.
Sounds like any kind of like fan base that's not the Transformers fan base, which coincidentally is also relevant because hey, guess who else has a Top Gun tie
They're really chaps my
in?
Is it Transformers?
Yeah, you guessed it. It's a Transformers based on Top Gun Maverick. It is so weird to me that like Top Gun has like gone in on this random nerd culture bullshit.
Even though, well, to be fair, the Ace Comet one is gone now, apparently.
But it's back, maybe.
Is
I'll
it?
have to check, but I don't know. It might be. I went to Google it and it said like 4 hours ago it was available. So maybe it just got like deleted and then re-uploaded in time for the actual release date. I don't know.
Does this mean I have to buy the DLC or no?
Taking cover in the clouds.
'Cause I
I
don't
mean, it's
really
just a
wanna.
skin. It's just a skin pack, so it's up to
But
you.
the algorithm.
I mean,
I don't give a fuck about
I
the
think we'll
algorithm.
be fine. The algorithm doesn't give a fuck about us.
I don't care about the algorithm, so why should I care about it? Oh, there's a stall warning. My first stall warning.
Get used to those.
Woo! There we go.
Have you got any practice at doing like post-storm maneuvers though?
At what?
The post-storm maneuvers, it's those like things where you can use the stall to do like a crazy flip backwards on other things.
I'm playing on the arcade controls, so where it's more simplified. So
Oh.
maybe not. I don't know.
You're one of those people,
Yes.
like real dinosaurs with
Yeah.
simple brains.
Yes. I gave the simple brains.
See, if Sabo was here, he'd laugh at that, but he died. We think.
He died on his way to his home planet. Just like
Or maybe
Luke
he.
from
Oh
Street Fighter.
no, Luke's still alive, sadly, because he's the future.
I like how was it Brawlhalla? They did another collab with Brawlhalla, and they added so Ryu and Chun-Li were already in the game, so they added a bunch of more Street Fighter characters. They added characters like Bison, Dalsum, Sakura, Ken, Luke.
That's the problem, is that now that they've basically said that Luke is going to be their newest attempt at making a blonde dude as their
Blonde
main
sportsman.
poster child.
And by the way,
yeah,
this is their
now that
third
they've
time
said that
doing
they're gonna-
this.
Yeah, but now that they've said it, they have to stick. They have to commit to the bit until eventually they realize. Or eventually, someone's like, I'm just gonna do Ryu again.
They committed to
People
this
like
bit
Ryu.
way harder than they committed to the other two. The other two, they gave up real quick. This might,
I mean,
this
I'll
might just
wait
be
and
their
see.
arrogance over, 5 doing well despite being a pile of shit.
We'll wait and see how.
Oh god, the
things
prince is
get-
here. I'm
how
gonna go
things
crash
get
into the
fixed.
ground. I didn't actually do it. I fucking flew back up real quick.
But
I didn't want to
Yeah, we'll
restart
just
the
have
whole
to see.
goddamn first level again for a joke.
Your call sign is page 2. Verify and feedback.
yeah, we'll have to wait and see how Street Fighter 6 actually plays out. I kind of doubt Luke will ever be anything more than just a minor annoyance, much like insert whoever here.
Honestly,
They're all the fucking same.
honestly though, here's the thing that I could say would make Luke become quote-unquote popular. And by that I mean played a lot. All they have to do if they want to make a character who's lame become quote-unquote popular is make them broken or make them like stupid
Yeah.
good. Because people like Q
Yeah, but that's-
from fucking 3, even though he's a shit character.
But isn't Luke already kind of broken in 5?
He was, and then they nerfed him in a recent update.
Eh.
So they fucked up.
Well, we'll see. I have.
Man, after playing Robot
I think
Wars, it's
part
so
of-
weird having a mission be over so quickly and be like, oh yeah, I can do more.
But yeah, but I don't know. Here's the problem, right? At the end of the day, like Shotos are the fucking bread and butter of Street Fighter. Like your most basic bitch, like they're the most basic bitch characters because they have all the tools that you need to kind of learn the
But
game.
there's differences
efficiently,
between them, but they're
right?
easy to pick up and play. Sometimes there's
That's what I
slight
mean.
differences, like Sakura takes a little bit more meter in comboing. Ken's a little bit quicker, but yeah, but either way, you hand a Shoto to somebody, they can do something with them.
After the previous war,
And it teaches you most of the inputs that are important for a lot of other characters, like quarter circle inputs, which can then teach you how to do like half circle inputs for characters like Geeth and Tatsu or Fireballs teach you about spacing, zoning. Tatsus can be used for like approach options or for like anti-airs and etc. Like, and same with Shoryus. Like they have lots of stuff in their toolkit that's like good, usable, but also teach you about how this stuff can apply to other characters. And I don't think Luke has any of that, and there's currently no other characters who play like Luke. So having him as like the face is also kind of a bad idea from a design perspective, as far as I'm concerned.
They honestly should have just
Like most of the,
if they wanted a new face, they already have existing characters that people like that they could have just picked, like Sakura, for example.
and if you want someone who's blonde, just have Ken. Just have Ken.
Yeah, you could just do Ken. You could do a game where Ken's the main character. People like Ken. But if you like wanted a younger one, you have Sakura or Sheen to pick from. People like them. Like, come on, people, it's not hard. Unless you're an idiot, then it's hard, I guess.
Yeah. But no, you get fucking Luke. Do you know what it is? Luke is someone's OC that he's just like who got onto the dev team and is like hardcore, just never gonna let it go.
Yeah, I gotta have Luke. Look at him, he's so cold and so hot and so thick. All the girls want him. I love him so much.
Also, his penis is like huge, so you need to model that in. But we'll never see his penis. Yeah,
Oh.
but we'll know.
Oh, bro, his
Oh,
cock's
no.
huge! Cock's huge, bro! Bro!
He has all the powers.
Yeah, big cock, huge!
Fucking Luke. Well, hopefully he dies very quickly, so we can get back to having a Street Fighter game with characters we like one day.
Or the franchise will just die.
Just bring back Dudley. Simple solution.
Make Dudley the main character.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Dudley's cool. People like Dudley.
Yeah, and then it means you don't have to have fucking Balrog dominate for another game.
Why have Balrog when you have Dudley? Dudley's just better.
Yeah.
Or just have
Dudley's a
both.
man of class. It's like if Steve Fox. It's like if Steve Fox wasn't such a fucking mother's boy.
The Chad Dudley versus the Virgin Steve Fox.
I mean,
Enters a tournament to get his fucking car back. You stole my car, I'll kick your ass!
meanwhile, every game with Steve Fox, it's I don't know if this strange blonde woman who looks like my mother is my mother.
Mama just killed a man!
War has officially begun.
And then every time when they do interact, it just comes off. It's like it gets weirdly played off like he's her stalker, which is kind of fucked considering.
Yeah.
Poor Steve. At least he's got his boyfriend Warang. Now that the Hwarang Jin ship has officially set sail,
That sail.
or been sunk, whatever.
You know, most people would say it's crazy to fly this low.
It's crazy.
And I'm sure I won't regret doing it.
Oh right, the trailer for the She-Hulk series also came out, and
Well, You say your thing, and then I got something to tell you about that you're gonna hate.
I mean, I didn't really watch the trailer. It so much that as I kind of skimmed through it, so it was more like a slideshow, and also I didn't have my headphones on, so I didn't have to hear any of the no doubt cringy dialogue. But I will say, regardless of with me knowing nothing at all about it, I'm at least glad that we're finally done with this garbage, savage this garbage. What if She-Hulk was just Hulk with breast take? That could fuck off and die.
Hold on, though. I got something to tell you. You want to know who's writing this series?
Wasn't it Gail Simone?
No!
No.
It's the person who made Pickle Rick.
Oh.
It's the lady who wrote Pickle Rick.
Well, maybe she has a chance to redeem herself.
You know that's not true.
To be honest, I don't really care if it's good or bad or anything. I just care about the fact that we can get rid of that fucking awful take they had on Shulky in the comics, where it's like, yeah, what if we took one of the most? I think it is still.
I genuinely don't know because I fell off of comics.
I don't super remember. I know a friend of mine was telling me about a new run of She-Hulk, but I think that might have got canned or might have been like cut short because haha, we got to have our stupid crossovers that ruin everyone's day, because that's just how comics work.
Yep.
Especially modern day comics. Anyway, I mean, I just want to get past away from that because it's such a fucking awful take. And I know people will say like, oh, but you know, it's taking her away from being a sex symbol or whatever, and just making her into, you know, something who would make sense for being as strong as she is. It's like, it's not a matter of how she looks, but it's a matter of the fact that the character
you can keep the muscle form. It's just the personality is the issue. Like,
yeah,
I will tell you, keep the muscle form. Go ahead. Just get rid of the thing where she just starts acting like the Hulk, but with tits.
Yeah, that's the point. You took what was probably one of the most interesting and unique characters, particularly among female characters of Marvel, who you could do stuff with, whose trick is that she actually likes being a person with power or superpowers, which crazy, right? She's you know, cool and confident. Wow, that's a horrible message to send to children, to send to people, that you should, you know, take pride in yourself and your work. And I mean, the only thing I have against She-Hulk is that she was pro-reg, and you know, it's not my, and you know, you can't help it. Sometimes you do just have those people who are otherwise good people, but also just have, you know, like they kick kittens, you know. It's a thing.
You know, I'm sure these trucks that are marked as enemies are full of combatants. I just want to make that joke real quick.
I mean, maybe they're, you know, it might be just the, you know, cargo trucks and the cargo people. But yeah, I have no interest in watching She-Hulk, but I just want that She-Hulk take to be dead and buried in the same fucking pit that we've got Super Horse in.
They brought Super Horse back, you know.
Yeah, but it's not quite the same if he's not. If all of his dialogue isn't, man, I really wish I could bang Supergirl.
I mean, true.
Is he even really Super Horse at that point? He's more like Super Mule.
Super ass! Ha! Get it?
No.
Oh.
I don't understand. What have butts got to do with this?
Oh, another name for a donkey is an ass.
Oh. No, that's inaccurate. That's a hybrid between a donkey and a horse. You ass.
Oh.
I feel bad because I was literally saying earlier, man, I fucking hate people who are like,
I'm gonna get drunk, stricken by Obama.
Well.
What happened? Status report.
Hey, I was further to the ground before that happened. Hold on, I still need to break this thing. I'll deal with those later. I'll deal with the Obama drone strike in a minute.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones.
Alright, now I'll deal with you.
Spotted, clown. No doubt about it.
Well, he's gonna get that free healthcare, even if he has to put you all in the hospital to make you realise you need it. Oh, you don't want free healthcare? Well, what if you need the healthcare?
I'm gonna put you in a fucking box.
Well, then you'll need. Then you wouldn't be. I can't believe we've just got drone strike. My arm's been blown off. Yeah, wouldn't it be great if you could get that? If you could get that looked at for free, but now you have to become destitute and have no arm. It's the blast of all worlds. God, I really hope Blast doesn't become the time to leave for this series.
Maybe.
I need to think of a dark, edgy joke before the end. So pressure's on for me, boys.
Closest thing we've had so far to an edgy joke in this is just me making Obama drone strike jokes.
Mildly amusing tidbit from my fascinating daily life. I was playing a game with friends, and it was mismatched teams, so I was on my own, and like it was like one of those things where you kind of have to like guess and talk amongst teammates. So, in order to bypass the fact that I was on my own and had no one to deliberate with, I decided to call in my good buddy Past Train. So me had these really deep intellectual conversations about the game we were playing. Which, you know.
Dodge all these missiles, fuckboy! Oh, he did.
Yeah, turns out everyone else could dodge.
That's not fair. Only I'm allowed to do that.
Dodge, duck, dip,
I'm the
dive,
Ace Combat 7.
Man, I really wish there was something else going on in the world right now that wasn't just this fucking Johnny Depp trial, because I just do not give a shit.
I am so tired of seeing that on my fucking timeline. I'm like, I don't care.
I never gave a shit.
I don't care.
And it's still just everywhere I turn.
Even like some of my friends will talk about it, and I'm like, please no. I don't care.
Is there anything else people can talk about? Yeah, it's just it's weird how that's just sort of taken over to the extent that it has. I guess it's because everyone's just sick of talking about the war and the pandemic and
Finally got him.
Spider-Man.
I just had to shoot way too many missiles at him. I mean, Spider-Man, I mean, whatever. I just don't care anymore.
It's over. I was even trying to explain to someone how one more day literally ruined everything.
It did.
Although I think I maybe said that, like... Although I think I forget if I mentioned this in recording, but I did say to someone that I think the Clone Saga might have been...
It was in one of the Robot Wars too. The Clone Saga is the beginning of it.
The principle and the purport of Spider-Man. The point where you've already fucked everything out, where you just kind of make the one fuck up that's you're just going to keep making for the rest of time.
Air superiority by destroying their radar.
But hey,
man, I'm glad these characters, Brownie and Clown, will be with us throughout the entire game.
Group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Well, you ought to have teammates.
It would be kind of crazy, like, you know, if, like, in, like, a mission or two, like, Brownie gets blown up by an old man.
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Oddly specific thing to just kind of blurt out randomly, but okay.
Yeah, it was a little odd. I apologize for that.
Sure would be a shame. You know what else would be a shame? If you were to blow up the president, that would suck.
The surprise attack.
Yeah, it would be kind of a shame. And then, you know,
My
I end
advice,
up in
don't-
prison.
My advice, don't do that. Don't blow up the president.
Okay, I'll try not to blow up the president in a video game.
Near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard.
Sorry, Biden.
Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned.
To be fair, do you think he would be able? Do you think he would hear missile warning? I think he'd go, "What's that?"
I think he just accidentally shoot himself down.
Another attack against Erusia's
I think he'd just fall down the Better straighten out the plane.
Also
I
managed
think on the runway he would just fly into a fucking like watchtower.
It lost all its
And by flying, I mean
so it's
drive.
sitting empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its
Ugh.
bid for the space elevator.
That was the end of Air Force One.
Fort Gray's Island Air Base
Yeah.
Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier
Wow.
Voyager for a joint mission.
If it was Trump, he'd go into a tree. That's about as far as he'd get.
In order to secure a route for the support squadrons.
But he would tell you he got into the air and he flew for 1,000 billion miles.
So expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft.
Yeah, well, Trump says a lot of things, most of it
Right from the
bollocks.
start of the war,
Oh, all of
the
it
enemy has
bollocks.
been deploying drones.
Even his name isn't right,
New
bro.
advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft.
I don't think the Germans want to be associated with him. Thank you very much. They've got enough things that they should be
That's
ashamed
not a joke.
about.
That's not even a joke,
The
though.
Ocean Army headed
I know,
over
I know.
massive arsenal.
They changed their name to precisely to avoid the whole Nazi comparison, and then they went and invited it themselves anyway. So
To be fair, I guess they didn't predict their grandson being like, I like goose stepping!
We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good
There are
luck.
plenty of good
Yeah.
guys on both sides, many sides of Nazis.
But yeah, as I said, Germany's got enough things they need to be ashamed about. I don't think we need to add one more to the list yet. Save it.
Alright. Alright, let's be funny. What jet should I... No, these things are super jets. Should I just be funny and just fly in an A-10? For this mission?
What mission? What mission is it? Mission 3?
Mission 3E.
Which one's that again?
I don't know, I didn't really pay attention, I was too busy talking.
I only say big. Wait, no. Mission 3 is all air combat. A10 is terrible.
I know! A-10 is terrible.
I mean,
honestly, I
okay.
rarely use the ground stuff anyway. I just use
Well,
it
you
for more
shouldn't because
missiles.
it's all bad.
Yeah.
My only concern is if you use the A10, you might get upset.
It's not the Mihai fight.
It's not, but it is entirely based off of you need to shoot down a lot of fucking planes. It's up to you, man. Your playthrough, your channel, but
You know what? I'll just do an F-14. Oh, wait, I think
yeah, go into the.
No, wait, I did an F-14 already. Let me do the F-15 then.
Oh, you're flying a Starscream.
Megatron!
That is the one upside. We can probably find the exact transformers that turn into these planes.
It's true.
So it's the G1 Starscream is an F-15. Movie Starscream is an F-22. No transform will turn into the F-35 because it's shit. Never known a pilot that has a higher success rate of killing its. I've never known a plane that has a higher success rate of killing its own pilots than it does of killing an enemy.
You know, I will say, Ace Con does a pretty good job of making you feel like you're flying a jet, except for the 35 because it doesn't explode randomly.
Because it doesn't just accidentally jettison and kill the pilot because the fucking because the emergency ejector seat doesn't work properly.
I mean, why would you need that?
Because it has VTOL capabilities, right? Because it wants to take off and land like that. But its fuel tank is so small and it's so big that by the time it takes off, it has to refuel.
I'm sure it's
So you-
fine.
So you then have to refuel the fucking thing in the sky just so it can take off vertically.
Don't worry, it's gonna be a replacement for the 22.
Yeah. Thank fuck there is probably not going to be a war with a country with any kind of actual jets for you guys, because otherwise you might just lose your whole air force without a single shot being fired.
I skipped the refueling, but as soon as I saw the refueling, I was like, damn, I should have been the 35 for the joke!
Squadron, this is the situation.
You know that scene in Iron Man 2 where you see all the Hammer attempts at making Iron Man suits?
Yes.
Mage Squadron.
Yeah, that's basically
All bandits in the
what the
ground
F-35 is.
We have the upper hand, but that
Listen,
Like,
it works
kills-
now! It doesn't explode the pilot as much!
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to
I love that it's also what the case of, well, they sunk so much money into developing it that they basically had to keep going.
Show the other guys that we get wet wild.
Eventually, we'll make it work.
Hey, remember, we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. That's what Clown just said.
Thanks, Clown. What a clown.
I'm sure he's gonna be a major character in this story.
I'm sure he'll certainly be a clown.
Missile.
I mean, honestly, I don't think there's a single mission the A10 is actually good in.
No. Honestly,
Because-
it's better to not even do, like, ground bombing weapons. It's just better just to missile it or machine gun it. In this.
Well, bombs are okay for like the mission in the sandstorm, or when you have to do mass damage. But the problem with that, and the A10 would have been good in that mission, except for the second part of that mission, where the A10 being unmovable as fuck makes it the absolutely garbage to try and snipe all those fucking trucks.
And then,
Also,
and
there's
then
a
the
lot of
other one
missions-
that would be good for the A10 has the problem of Mihai showing up.
Yeah.
I did that on my first playthrough. I had to dogfight him with an A10. It was funny, but also a goddamn nightmare.
Our radar shows
Good old
no sign
Mihai.
of
It's kind of funny that a number of the missions in this game also are, I'm not going to say lifted, but yeah, lifted from Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
So, like, the Canyon Run is pretty much exactly like the Imperial Academy heist mission in Rogue Squadron 2.
Oh, what's up? It's me, the Arsenal Bird. How you doing?
Good old Arsenal Bird.
You know, I'm glad that weird crazy guy named Phoenix isn't here, because he's blew up like one of us for fun.
Yeah, well. Man, Arsenal Bird is pretty cool, though.
Oh yeah, it is.
Even if I'm pretty sure it's even if I'm pretty sure it's from Armored Core. Another AC game. A friend of mine did wonder, is maybe the reason they did that whole thing of deleting the Maverick DLC because maybe Maverick is just gonna do Arsenal Bird.
And they found out and they're like, you son of a bitch.
Well, it's just the kind of thing of, like I said, like I alluded to when I said that apparently Maverick is very cagey about exactly what country are the bad guys in this. It's very hard to actually just kind of do this movie about like jets or jet fighting that's not going to be like using made-upistan as your enemies, because you need like a country that has significant enough technology and prowess to fight an air force that's comparable to any sort of like major Western nation's power. In which case, you then get in the problem of, well, who do you piss off, China or Russia? And yeah, nowadays you can just piss off Russia because he's going to be mad about you saying, "Man, those Russians sure do like war." It's like it's not a whole lot of room anyone has to argue about that fact at the moment.
Right.
But yeah, you can't. But yeah, if you say, "Man, China sure are being aggressive. We need to fight them." Yeah, good luck fucking selling that movie to China. You can't even admit that Taiwan is a free nation without getting in trouble with China.
Yeah.
You can't even have any of the fucking poo without China again. You can't even. Maybe you shouldn't have fucking concentration camps, China, without them getting angry. So anyway, don't worry about me. I'll just be dragged away by the fucking Chinese secret police.
I told him where he is. Get him.
I'll be fine.
Suddenly Winnie the Pooh shows up to your
Before,
door.
but I'll be fine. Simply because I've already grown up and having been waterboarded every day. What else can they do to me? Only half joking on that waterboarding thing.
You think
Forget
you're
if I've
fucking
told the
funny.
story or forget if I've told that story. But when I was a child, I used to be woken up by my mother coming into my room and putting a wet face cloth on my face, on my bed,
Jesus.
like over my fucking face, to wake me up. So, yeah, I think that might explain my insomnia. It's fucking PTSD from those days.
Head back to base. Gargoyle 1,
Jesus.
escort column 2.
That's
Yeah.
fucked.
I know. Great. Stop me to tell though.
Get back to base.
Yeah, I was waterboarded like for quite a few years by my own mother in order to get up and go to school. Oh,
Goodbye, Mr. Drone.
man. Yeah, like, what is the point of having like childhood traumas if you're not going to laugh about it as an adult? You know, laugh to hide the pain.
Fuck the pain away.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit.
Hey man, if it works, why not?
Come back safe.
All I know is I'm destroying a lot of Obama drones.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
Maybe they're
I
drone
I thought painting my jet patriotic would make them not show up.
It depends on what country you're being patriotic to.
It's America flags.
Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
Yeah, but is Obama even really American? That's your mistake.
I mean,
Could we ever really trust that birth certificate?
shut up, Trump.
Aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey.
Hey, let's be fair, it wasn't just Trump, it was a lot of people.
He's the one that
Ted-
kind of started that one, but yeah, a lot of
I
people.
thought it was
that's-
I thought it was Ted Turner who initially started it.
No,
We'll have to double check.
I could be wrong.
Column 2, status report.
We want to see your
To be-
birth certificate.
To be fair, we never
Okay.
got to see those tax returns.
Can we see your real birth certificate? Well, can we see your tax return? No.
No, but I would like to see that birth certificate again.
Tax evasion is an obligation.
Obligation of the rich. Wait, no! Don't make me pay my taxes! Ooh. Oh, Brownie's about to die.
Brownie, break off.
Yeah, she died as she lived. Completely inconsequentially.
She's not as cool as the other girl. That's her fault.
Good job, Mage 2. We want as many
Only
guys
one person. Only one could be best girl. Everyone else, trash. Such is the way. Such has always been the way. Such as it will always be the way.
There can only be one.
Column 2, get away.
There can only be one best girl. Everyone else, trash. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, I hear Latin music. Oh,
No, it's,
Woman Slayer 69's here.
No, it's fine. It's not appearing in this mission.
He'll appear later.
One that got broke.
Oh fuck
Afraid he's long gone.
me! No, did you see that whole thing about like the Silent Hill quote leak?
No.
Okay, so there was like a leak. There was like a leak about a new Silent Hill game, and then there was some pictures, and then like fucking a bunch of game journals started saying new Silent Hill set in Britain. Question mark, exclamation mark.
I think I saw like the headlines of that, and I just kind of went, "That's enough Twitter for today."
Said what I had to say.
Do you want to know what the big fucking thing was that made them go Silent Hill in Britain? Question mark, exclamation mark.
Sure, I can. Drink.
Do you want to fucking
Sure,
know?
you can tell me, and then I can drink later.
Well, I should have never let a fledgling like her.
Okay. So it was because on one of the fucking walls in one of the leaked screenshots or whatever, there was a piece of graffiti that said, "He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy." Because nowhere else in the world has Monty Python ever been popular or quoted, ever.
Never.
Only in this country.
Only in
Only in glorious England
It's true.
has anyone ever heard of Monty Python.
The times that I've referenced the Holy Grail, I get magically transported over to the glorious kingdom of.
I haven't
Britain.
referenced the Holy Grail. You've only referenced like I don't know. What's a shit Camelot based film? The Black Knight. Yeah, you've only ever referenced Black Knight. You don't know what Monty Python is. And you never fucking will.
You know what? We'll do one more mission. We'll do fucking we're gonna do the rescue. This is a fun way
That's
to
a
end
good
it.
place to end on.
Yeah, this is a fun place to end it. And then I'll have to play it on my own to so we can have the cutscenes of the dog.
Let's save the president.
So that way we can have dog because we need the dog. We have to have the dog.
Hey, do you think if we save this president, do you think when we save this president, he'll grab our crotch just to check if we're a man or a woman?
I might have to shoot him down if he's thinking about doing that.
No matter what it takes.
Yeah, that's the question. Which president would you allow to touch your crotch?
None.
Hero of the Circum-Pacific War,
Really?
the man who
Not even
spearheaded the
Bill?
construction
Not even
of the
Bill?
space elevator.
Maybe Teddy Roosevelt.
Former President Mr. Harling.
Yeah.
Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out.
I was only thinking. At least
He's
Bill
been
knows
classified
what Bill knows
since
what he wants.
the elevator was taken over by the
That's
United
not a
Forces.
pussy.
However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the
I don't really have anything else
boat,
to add to
waiting
this.
for a chance to escape.
I mean, surely you'd let Andrew Jackson touch, if only because he'd probably just shoot you anyway. if you didn't.
Isn't that just sexual assault?
Yeah, but you're gonna tell me he's not a wee bit rapey?
Probably.
Yeah, there's your dark joke. Andrew Jackson's a little bit rapey.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You're welcome, America. You're welcome, America. It was the style at the time. I'm pretty sure every president before, like, 1974 is probably a little bit rapey.
There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through
Oh,
the
yeah.
clouds will enable us to stay
We got
hidden
into a
from
fucking
rain.
argument. Well, I say argument, a bit of a joke argument with someone. Where there's an airport around nearby called Robin Hood Airport, and I was talking to someone and I sort of jokingly said, "Oh, are you telling me Robin Hood's not real? But why has he got an airport named after him?" And they said, "Ugh." So then I said, "Is JFK real then?"
Provide escort for Mr.
What about
Harling.
John Lennon? He's fake though, right? Surely,
Good luck out there.
Oh.
surely he can't be real.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think JFK was fake. Obviously, we all know this.
So anyway,
If Robin Hood's not real, why would JFK be real?
you know what? I know the perfect jet to save the president in.
Yeah.
It's the
Is
perfect
it an
jet.
A10?
Huh?
Is it an A10?
No. The F-35. I'm sure it
Oh,
won't go through any malfunctions while I'm going to save the president.
Well, would be. Well, let's be honest. If it did go through any malfunctions, it would be the president who'd need saving. It'd be you.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
We'll just take this bad boy out. It's a replacement to the 22, you know.
Yeah, sure. It sure is replacing it. In the scrapyard.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you,
But,
you are not permitted to make contact.
Oh,
What a terrible
so
plane.
I learned a. You know what? I usually there'd be spoiler warnings, but honestly, fuck the Halo show. I learned something.
This thing!
Oh wait, which
Yeah.
one? Which one do you think? Let me see what you say, and then
Is
I'll
it
tell
the
you.
one where? Is it the one where Master Chief fucks someone, and then that person is like, "Why? Is it Reach? I think it's Reach. Reach fell." So he
Yeah. So there's that.
basically
but-
fucks someone.
There's something else.
Okay, go.
Okay, so something got leaked for like the ending of the show.
Yeah.
Master John dies, and Cortana's controlling the suit.
Oh. Well, fair enough then. but it's fine because he fucked someone who committed mass genocide. I think. I don't know, Halo.
Yas,
I just
bitch.
know apparently Reach is bad.
Yas, bitch, slay.
So all I kind of have to question is, I hope that pussy was worth it. You know, you just have to think, yeah, if you're gonna like sell out the human race to have sex, it better be like the best sex ever. Could you imagine if?
But,
you
oh yeah,
made,
by the
like,
way,
the-
don't forget, he
you're
was
like-
also fucking her while Cortana was watching.
Well, I just assume that's
So
how they
basically,
did
people
it, you
joke
know?
saying that John fucked while his mom watched.
Is it his brother? I thought it was his girlfriend, his like hollow wife. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, Halo. I just assumed, are they fucking, or are they fucking in so much as a man can fuck an an AI, which, in today's world, this is probably a lot more of a relevant question than I
Man.
think they ever considered in 2001.
This jet is shaking a lot. I'm sure it's just because of the clouds, not the F-35 though. The replacement for the F-22.
Why would you have? You had a good plane, and then you replaced it with a bad plane. Makes sense to me. Man, isn't it a good thing that you have such a insane budget for your military that you can put that you can waste like billions of dollars on a plane that doesn't work?
And it's okay. Yeah, no, it's fucking
Hilarious.
ridiculous. But no, we can't afford to pay. We can't afford healthcare or infrastructure. We can't do that. We need to spend all this money on the F-35.
Hey, should we like do something to fix up Detroit so it's not like actually fucking a wasteland state or wasteland city? No, we gotta spend $1 billion on a plane that doesn't work.
And we're gonna keep using it anyway.
But so we've lost half of our forces to just pure mechanical failures. Well, we still have another half to go then.
Have you seen our budget? We can keep going through man as long as we wish. In fact, maybe I'll put you in an F-35.
Maybe that's it. Maybe the F-35 is just a new age death set. It's just a new age way of executing like deserters.
Suicide Squad, but they're all in F-35s.
The bomb is planted inside, all around you. Jokes on you. The entire area you're in is just a bomb.
It's
Oh,
only
no.
a matter of time, maybe. We don't know.
Waller,
It
I
might
think
not
they-
explode.
You know, Waller, the whole Suicide Squad thing was like, it was like iffy enough on a moral level, but this is just far too cruel. You've gone full supervillain, Waller.
You can't just put convicts in F-35s.
It's against the Geneva Convention, probably.
Trigger, the first stage of the
Well,
mission is clear.
Got through that part.
Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get
Now for
started.
the real fight. Time to save the president in this state-of-the-art jet!
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly.
In retrospect, a jet might have been a bad idea to send on this kind of rescue mission. Couldn't have sent like, I don't know, a helicopter or something, you know, like a stealth helicopter. You know, they can get around pretty quickly and pretty silently.
Yeah, but
That's like-
but EA stopped making the Strike series of games.
Oh yeah, EA's now no longer making FIFA. What does EA even make anymore?
NFTs.
Well, I don't know if they'll be doing that for much longer either.
Actually, no, I don't think. I think they were one of the ones that didn't get in on it. It was Ubisoft who got in on it.
Well, Ubisoft doesn't make games anyway.
It's true.
They make interactive experiences. I'm sure that's something some worthless PR cunt has said at some point.
I think they have.
Boom, nailed it.
Haha! Your bullets can't stop me! I'm in an F-35! State of the art! Top of the line!
How can you shoot that which has? How can you kill that which already has no life? Exactly. You're basically immortal.
You can't kill me! I'll die at the end anyway!
How can you kill me if my plane has already killed me?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Mage 2.
That's the least
Man.
accurate thing of this. There isn't like a percentage chance of it just exploding or falling apart mid-mission.
And you know what? Of all the things that could become a bit out of this episode, I'm glad that so far it's looking like the F-35 is absolute dog shit. Is going to be the front runner. It's like, oh man, maybe that's how he finally can stop Ezra Miller. We just have to get him to fly an F-35. We give him an F-35 and say, here, use this to get to your next like random assault, Ezra. And they'll be like, thanks, I'll assault you when I get back. But little will he know, he won't get back. You have to basically fight Ezra Miller like he's a fucking cartoon character. Just, it's like fucking Blazing Saddles. And the telegram that explodes. Meep meep.
Candygram from Mongo.
Yeah.
You know, I will say my hottest take is Blazing Saddles isn't a bad movie, but it's not. I don't think it's the strongest one.
Just between that and like Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein's my favorite one. But I actually do prefer like Robin Hood Men in Tights and like Spaceballs over Blazing Saddles.
I don't think I prefer Robin Hood Men in Tights. I think it's okay. I think that one's okay, not bad. I'll accept Spaceballs is pretty good.
Pretty much for me, Blazing Saddles kind of falls apart once you get to basically after Mongo. It starts kind of losing its steam.
I would agree, but like it does. But after Mongo does contain one of my favourite lines that I quote any chance I get, even though it makes it sound awful. Where they're like doing the interviews for the gangs, and there's like, yeah, what's your qualifications? Rape, murder, arson, and rape. You said rape twice. I like rape. Perfect, you're in. Which you'd be surprised how often, thanks to my favourite game show of all time, which everyone should go and check out, Dead or Disgraced. Coming to a theatre near you. Probably, maybe, I don't know. We'll just wait and see who gets. Just wait and see who becomes dead or who becomes disgraced first next.
Well, all I know is the president is definitely safe now that I've brought the best jet ever created.
We've done it. We've saved the president.
Not yet. We're still in the fight, but he will be saved because we spent so much money on this jet. And I'm sure if there's like an issue with this jet, which there wouldn't be because it's the best jet ever made, that they would surely blame the malfunction and not the pilot.
Not sure if to believe, but okay.
I mean, it'd be silly.
Fox 2. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Sorry, I went to go and see if I could find the fucking meme someone did of like the scene in Spider-Man where he fights Flash, and it's like someone just put Ezra Miller over Flash Thompson's face.
Oh yeah, I showed you that one.
Yeah,
I hate fighting me too.
I wouldn't want to fight me too. God damn it, Flash. God damn it, Ezra Miller.
It's the fucking where's the entire population of Hawaii.
Yeah.
I like how too, like a few days after that,
You did it again.
time for me to
Or
get
it
into
came
another
out.
fight.
Do you know what it is? He's fucking Randy in that episode of South Park where he goes around fighting people for Little League games.
It's also making me think of what was it? That fucking Colin McGregor video. Give me a belt.
Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Oh right, I guess that's one other thing we could briefly touch on while we're saving the president. They did more stuff about this Obi-Wan show, and I'm like, what's there to do about a show? It's like we know what happens. He lives on a fucking desert for 20 years and ages like 40. It's not much of a show. Oh man, what's gonna happen? Fucking nothing. because he lives on a desert planet for 20 years doing nothing. He just suddenly becomes like Alec Guinness.
Hello there.
Who...
Maybe that's the whole video. Every episode, just him walking around saying hello there to people.
No, isn't that the Lego Star Wars game that's just all memes?
Aren't they always just memes?
Yeah, but I liked it better when they couldn't fucking talk.
One, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
Like I like most people, honestly.
Jesus.
For me, I think it is generally a problem where my opinion of someone goes down like the second they open their mouths. It's like people start off about a 6 out of 10, and then like they say one word, and it drops down by about 4 points until they say something. Until they say something that maybe encourages me, but that's pretty rare. Do you ever have it where like, oh sorry, do you ever have it where like you something happens and like you can already see in your head exactly how it's gonna go? And you kind of think, I could stop how this is going to stop this like right now. I could probably like show the initiative, be proactive, but like I kind of just don't want to. I kind of want to see if my lack of faith in humanity is truly justified. So you just kind of let it play out, and it goes exactly the way you thought. And like, yeah,
Oh
man,
yeah,
everyone
give me
else is just
drones.
Everyone else is just incompetent. Because I had an experience like that where I had sort of past week, where I was told to do something and someone would told to do something and rely on this other person to like handle the rest of it. And I was like, yeah, if I don't chase them, which I was told not to do, by the way, I was told just to leave it with them. If I don't chase them, this will not get done. And lo and behold, we get to today. Yeah, it's not been done. And I'm like, man, it really is a curse to be right all the fucking time.
But yeah, no, I know that feeling when you're like, I know what's going to happen.
At least this time I recognised what was going to happen and chose to just sit back and let it happen. Because I could have not followed orders. I could have gone above and beyond the Call of Duty. But you know what? I just decided, no. Today, you will make your mistakes and I won't pick up after you. Have fun with that, jackasses. So, you know, I did my part. Absolutely nothing. And the best part is I can't be faulted for doing nothing, because I was told to do nothing. Why didn't you do something?
Of course.
I did nothing. Like I was told. Have we saved the president yet? Christ.
Not yet.
Damn.
We still have time. We still have like a minute or so to kill.
And saving this president's like such a pain in the
Oh,
ass.
you see, because the president decided to head back to the space elevator.
What a dumbass. Why'd you go back to a space elevator?
I don't know, 'cause he's an idiot.
Yeah, nothing good has ever come out of space elevators. Name one good thing. Go on, I'll wait.
I don't know. I'm too busy flying in my state-of-the-art jet while saving the president to wax philosophical.
UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1. Let's go, Trigger.
I really hope the president doesn't just sort of randomly explode.
That would be fucking disaster.
That would be pretty bad.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1.
If only we could get down Mr. President, the president.
Right?
Well, I guess he is technically only an ex-president.
Uh-oh! He got shot with a rocket!
Oh.
Oh
That's
no!
unfortunate. Who done it?
I don't know!
Where'd the missile come from?
Could have been anyone.
Wait, Mage 2? Wait, I'm Mage 2!
Missile hit him.
No!
Oh.
Verifying this.
No!
Shit.
But the F-35 is a state-of-the-art jet!
Mother Goose 1 exploded in
So much money was put into it! This is impossible!
Oh. So you're saying is that in our state-of-the-art jet that definitely works and doesn't just sort of randomly kill its pilots, we managed to blow up the president. on a mission where we were supposed to rescue the president.
It must have been a mistake.
I mean, on the one hand, sounds bad, but on the other hand, it goes about as well as most other sort of major military operations, so shouldn't be too bad, really.
I'm sure I won't go to prison. They'll just,
Yeah.
Can't fly for
chalk
I mean,
up
you-
the
I guess-
jets.
Did all those pilots who blew up all those schools and hospitals go to prison? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm sure this will be no different.
Is over. Stay out.
Yeah.
Enemy radar.
Are you going to imply that because this guy is randomly a president that he should get that we should get like special treatment for killing him when so many other civilian targets have been blown up by pilots across history and they've been mostly allowed to get away with it? That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell this game's fantastical, by the way, because there's punishment for flying up civilian targets and not accolades.
You know what's funny? I just got a medal too. A medal awarded Ghostbuster.
Dad, you've killed a child! Amazing! Mission complete!
You just got more skins for the SU-30.
Man, we should kill the president more often.
That's the end of the video. That's the end of the episode. We peaked for the day. That's it.
It's all downhill from here. But Dan, you can be my wingman at any time.
You gross.